Intro. I'm kind of lazy right now.
Alright,
Eric,
so I just guess we're gonna start this off. Who's gonna go first, me or you?
I don't know.
I'll go first. What if we die? Will we lose all our abilities to do anything, or will we just lay there in a coffin feeling the pain of death forever?
That's just a weird fact, not just questions about afterlife.
Yeah, like that's a big fear of everybody's. Like, what happens in the afterlife? Is it
I'm
just
not
dark,
very
or
scared of death. I mean, I'm not necessarily want to die. I just don't really care because I want to say I believe in reincarnation, but I don't. But
why is there
I have more of a fear of immortality.
immortality is actually a pretty nice thing if you think about it the right way.
If you think about it the right way, it's also a horrible thing. Cause so say immortality, nothing can murder you, nothing will ever kill you. Like you can't get murdered by someone, and you can't just well, you can't die of old age. Like think about it, you will be around forever. Nothing will ever make you perish. Meaning, after billions of years, like you could still be poor and have nothing in life, and the planet could blow up and you'd just be in space. What? You'd outlive everyone that you ever love. You'll permanently outlive pets, loved ones. Stuff like that would be really scary to me. But dang, what was
I'm
my original
actually
point there? Oh yeah.
no clue, but I'm gonna tell you an interesting fact that has to do with Harry Potter.
What, that they're idiot wizards?
No, Maggie Smith, also known as in Harry Potter Professor McGonagall, battled cancer while filming the last Harry Potter movie because she didn't want to disappoint the fans.
Um Weird. It's called so
I never liked that guy with the nose
the
because he has no nose.
civilization of wizards that can teleport on command, basically using no effort, decides to use owls as their form of mail delivery. That's just torture of animals. Like, you can teleport somewhere and just have the conversation. You don't need to send letters back and forth with using birds.
Or is it weird that they made Harry Potter live under the staircase?
You know, I find that also weird. So, back, in that time when that happened, it was considered child abuse to have them stuck in that broom closet. Whereas with the marketing stuff today, a small thing like that is considered a $1,360 studio.
That's interesting. Did you know there's a condition called hypersomnia where a person can sleep 12 or 15 hours but still wake up feeling tired?
I know someone like that.
Who, you?
No, someone I'm related to. They sleep way too much. They'd go to sleep at 10 and wake up at 2 and still wake up like they're about to die or something. Pure tiredness. That's not a word. I don't know. If someone winds up watching this, perhaps they could what's it called?
Distinguish it.
Yeah, distinguish the word. I'm thinking. How are you already level 100? I'm realizing that.
Because I've been grinding.
Right.
And we got way off topic of this live.
This was weird facts, and then somehow we started talking about Harry Potter.
And then we talked about how I'm level 101.
I don't know. That was just a small, unconversational detail. Um, Dang. Word facts. I guarantee you're looking something up right now.
Who?
You.
No, I'm
Looking
trying
something
to.
up?
I'm just trying to see if my broadcast has my audio playing.
I know mine does, cause it's called. I found the setting where what's it called. I can see my thing saying that I'm talking.
Okay, mine's is on.
Cause I just know mine's displaying game audio. I think at least. You know, I would kind of fear how, like, people would see my gamer tag, and then I'm gonna get like thousands of friend requests. But I know like 5 people will wind up watching this until if I do wind up getting popular on YouTube, that
You're gonna get spammed with fan requests.
yeah, but I feel like by then I wind up with like having a different account. Oh yeah, I am live. Um, dang. I don't know. Do we go over the weird facts again that we did off camera? Just 'cause content. Hey,
No
yeah,
clue.
I got a person in my thing other than me.
Are you on your own live?
No, I'm not for once. Usually I do just to check up, but I'm pretty confident about this. What's it called?
How is that a phobia?
Wait, what?
The fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you.
I like ducks.
Now that's a weird fact indeed.
Actually, what's it called? One of my, like, grandmas or something, one of them have, like, a pet, like, somewhat pet duck. Like, it's a
But
duck that just chills in their pool a lot.
but here is a weird fact. Your
What?
mind can sense someone staring at you, even while you sleep, which explains why you may randomly wake up in the middle of the night.
Um,
Now that's weird.
Abophobia is a phobia of palindromes, which are words spelled the same backwards and forwards. However, ironically enough, abophobia is a palindrome itself, meaning that people would have a phobia of the phobia itself.
Oh, I literally found a legendary task. Let's go.
These are just getting weirder. I'm just staying silent from how weird they are.
Yeah. You know, it's weird that somehow we're deciding to make content out of like pure like lack of material.
Yeah, we didn't really gather enough material for this live.
Technically, we could just go back on the things we said before we went live.
If you want to, we could do it.
I don't know, I guess, because that's something. I've strung this along for about 8 minutes, and I don't know, I feel like I did pretty well on that. I'm probably just going to go till 20.
The longest live I ever did was 3 hours.
Dear God.
Yeah, I deleted it.
The longest I ever did was 45, because I feel like if I go beyond 30, nobody's going to pay attention.
Mostly likely.
Because I know, like, I'm personally much more. Wait, this is definitely off topic. You know, I'm realizing I should probably change my name to match my YouTube. But, what's it called? Weird animal fact. No, not animal, I guess. Hey, did you know that the Northern American elk, if it could speak English, due to the size and shape of the esophagus, it would be physically impossible of saying the word lasagna?
That is an interesting one, actually.
I want to know who took the time to figure that out.
Who really did take the time, though? It's like they have all the time in the world if they wanted to figure that out.
Like, people have done really dumb things in the name of science.
Really dumb things.
A man got swallowed by a hippo, and then a few, like, other people got swallowed by hippos, and they decided to average out the amount of strength you would need to exert to be able to get yourself puked up by the hippo.
Oh, I'm getting chills. Either because it's cold or because of the facts.
Probably a little bit of both, but I'm chilling in a like basement freezing right now. Perhaps one day I could get a like actual setup.
Did you know most serial killers are born in November than any other month?
Actually, that reminds me. I used to know this one kid who was like weirdly obsessed with serial killers, and told him, like, I asked him once if he wanted to be a serial killer, and he said no, he didn't want to go to jail, but he didn't really like people, so he wouldn't see why not. I guarantee I'm gonna wind up seeing that kid on the news. I just wish I knew what his name was. I just chewed on a piece of metal.
Did you know there is a 50% chance someone is stalking you when you're going out for a walk?
I'd say it's a 30. I don't really see why someone would take the time to stalk me.
Alright, here's another weird fact to fit this broadcast. After Albert Einstein died, his brain was stolen.
Actually, that reminds me of like back when grave robbing was a like real big thing. I mean, it still is a big thing. Like, not a big thing, but like a decent sized problem like nowadays. But before you died, at your funeral service, you could pay to get a small like turret thing put above your grave that would just be left there like monitoring the area for 2 weeks, and then they'd pick it up and remove it. Because that first 2 week period is basically when the body is worthwhile. Because after that, your body is going to be really decayed and not really worth digging up. But you could pay to get a turret to monitor your dead body.
Oh god. Did you know you could die if you laugh too much?
I think there was a SpongeBob episode about that. I don't know, this is kind of just weird to me, I guess, but you know the show Wildcrats?
No.
Okay, first off, how? I feel like
I don't-
everyone knows Wildcrats.
What? Repeat it again?
Wildcrats, you know the show where there's like two guys, they go and do animal adventure stuff?
No, okay. I don't.
So I was just testing my audio. Okay. Hold on, wait, what'd you say? I zoned out for a sec.
I don't know
That
what that
was
show
too
is.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. What's it called? Like, I used to watch it when I was, no, I'm still a kid. Like, when I was like 5 and stuff, I used to watch that show a lot. Sitting
then?
positions, and I just yanked out my cable for my mic. But, what's it called? Like, I remember, like, at the beginning and ending of each episode, like, they would have the actual voice actors for the two main protagonists, like, kind of demonstrating the beginning and ending of each episode, where they'd talk about like something about an animal, and then it'd go to the intro with the like cartoon whole segment of the show, where there's like problem solving, learning a lesson, some like action type thing, you know, basic plot stuff, and then go back
Yeah.
to the live action characters. I remember their hair like really used to match their characters and stuff. Except now they're like really old, so their hair's like all gray and stuff, and it doesn't match the characters anymore. And they're like they got some wrinkles and stuff. And it bothers me because all I can think about is when they used to really match the characters. So it just bothers me that I'm seeing like some of my favorite childhood actors, I guess, like get old. It's interesting that they're still doing the show because they still make episodes.
That is definitely interesting.
Because usually after a certain age, most actors just quit because, most of the time no one's gonna enjoy the episode. But their voices really haven't changed. Like how it goes from a child voice to like adult voice and then elder person voice, where it's like somehow scratchy, even though you may have never smoked.
Did you know most laughs on TV are from the 50s? So which it means you're hearing dead people laugh.
Huh. Did you know that the majority of animal sound effects in movies aren't actually created by the animals, but created by other things, like for example, Jurassic Park, or actually Jurassic World, which I find more interesting. The Indominus Rex, some of the noises used to make the roar was an industrial grade grinding machine, grinder.
That is really interesting.
Yeah. That actually most of the time for bones breaking in movies, they use celery.
Oh. Hey, imagine this. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Imagine you die today, but instead of going to heaven or the place down under, you find yourself in a small room filled with
Yeah,
toys.
censorship.
You look over and see a small child who invites you over to join their tea party. Then you realize that's you when you were younger, and
I would never
that
go
was
to
your
tea party.
imaginary friend.
I don't know
Oh,
why, but I had something like really against tea parties.
What else you got?
Did you know that they actually have actors who like in James Bond, or not James Bond movies, like most movies where there's like a band in the background?
Yeah.
I was just using James Bond as an example because like every time he walks into a restaurant, there's like a band playing his theme song.
Mm.
They actually have most of the time actors playing those, like just like fiddling around with it and having the mouthpiece there. And then they'll have the actual people who know how to play it. And now he joins. Now he joins.
That seems like a good place to end the live.
Okay. Well, I seem to have rather enjoyed this moment. Yep. And now and here I gotta end this.